Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cardinals and the Vikings on Sunday night.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
To throw on second down, Whitaker throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So out come the Cardinals and their offense in great starting field position. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
He got the win last week, and we all know how infrequently rookie quarterbacks win in the playoffs. So by now, it feels like old hat to him. Well, maybe not old hat, but you've got to believe he'll be looser, calmer going into this one. He already knows what it takes to lead a team to victory in the playoffs.
They go back to Riddick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. On the ground, it's Riddick. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Here's Riddick. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Returnable here from the 38. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Mims, 50 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you've got the momentum, you can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, Larkin. Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Cardinals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Whitaker.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Looking to throw. Whitaker. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Larkin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitaker. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Whitaker. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Whitaker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Riddick. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Riddick with a carry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Eluding the pressure. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again. And this time he's in for a Cardinal touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Whitaker
finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison.
54 yards.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Pushing his way through.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing on 1st down. Larkin. That's complete. It's Collins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Back to throw. Larkin. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Danielle Hunter coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Larkin. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So we've come upon
well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Larkin. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Larkin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Whitaker. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extreme.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
63 yards.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Larkin. He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Mims
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun. Whitaker. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's taken on the 25. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Larkin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
That is caught, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Arizona. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now this throw caught left side. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Justin Jefferson. He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Larkin. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 1st and 10, Larkin. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Larkin. And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Larkin. He's into space past the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game.
Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Whitaker. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Whitaker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Whitaker.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down. Whitaker. In trouble, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Whitaker. That escapes the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. taking on the midfield logo.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Out to the flat for Reddick. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Off the play fake. Larkin. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for